So today, Tuesday tutorial is going to be a bit different. Today I am going to talk about my favorite eyeshadow brushes to use for hooded eyes. And you might sit there and look at the title and think, has the woman gone absolutely mental? Banging on about hooded this, hooded that. I mean, hooded eye brushes, but believe me, it does make sense. And the reason that I am going on and on about the hooded eyes and keep making videos about them, and I am going to strip it all down into little videos. The reason is one of my most popular videos is the tips and tricks for hooded eyes. I get still loads of questions about it, and this channel is about you. It's not so much about me, and I want to give my audience what you want. And I feel like, although I'm not a makeup artist, I have hooded eyes, and I know that my eyes are not as hooded as some people's, but I feel I am quite an expert when it comes to my shape eyes. So that's why I'm doing these videos. They are for you. So if you are not interested because you think, yeah, I've heard it all before, then this video is not for you. But a couple of my subscribers asked me to do this video about the brushes, so here it is. As you can see, I've left one eye undone, but this is not about the eyeshadows, how I do the makeup. I'm just going to concentrate on the brushes today. So forget the makeup and what I'm doing with the eyeshadows. I just show you for which bit of my eye I use each brush. Okay, so I've got mirror here. So for reference, I'm going to use today Sonia Kashuk Perfectly Neutral number 10 eye palette, but that's not important. So the first brush you will need is a all-over shadow brush, all-purpose eye brush. They call different things. Basically, it's a flat, like a paddle brush. And this is MAC 329. This one is Costco's Kirkland brush from a year ago, and I like them both. You can get lots of brushes like this, and there is nothing special about them. Try to not get the really huge ones, and if you're gonna use it for cream eyeshadow, then it needs to be synthetic. Okay, so this brush you would use all over your eye to put your base color, your light color. So that's the first brush you need. Second brush is the crease brush. You know, crease is everything to us hoodies. So we have to have a good crease brush, and there is so many on the market. Some are called crease brushes, but I wouldn't use them for crease. I would use them for blending because they are too big, in my opinion, for doing a crease. If you've got beautiful, huge, young eye with very taut skin, you could use, I don't know, any brush. But for us, it's a bit different. Okay, if you don't have much room like I have, although my eye is hooded, the area here between my hood and my eyebrow is quite big, so I can use sort of medium size crease brush. If you've got very small area, you need to use something like this. And this is like a pencil brush, but this one is very pointy. I will hold it there for a while so you can see if you can find one. This one is again from Kirkland last year. Like I told you in my last review, they are brilliant brushes, and I use this one for cut crease when I want my crease to be quite sharp and precise. I don't know what other brush you could use. The pencil brush from MAC, in my opinion, is not soft enough to do the crease with crepey skin. That's the key thing. The brushes have to be soft, because if you so you don't put much pressure. If you have a hard brush, you're gonna start moving your skin. Can you see? Unfortunately, when you get older, the skin is not nice and taut, so it keeps moving. So that's for cut crease, for very precise, sharp crease. Then what I use for my crease is this one. I use quite a few. This one and sometimes this one. Okay, I've got 3 of these brushes. So as you can see, they are sort of like blending brushes, but a bit more pointy for the crease. This one is crown brush and it's called Stiff Tapered Crease. This is Sigma E45 and it's called Tapered Blending. I don't use it for blending, I use it for my crease. And MAC 217, it depends. It's a bit stiffer, this one. If you're going to use it for crease, make sure that you use it that way, very lightly, not like this, just at 90 degrees. So that's your crease. Let's do the crease. I am going to use, I think, my Sigma E45, and I'm going to my crease color. And I'm gonna start doing the crease, and you have to be very, very light, so you're almost using just the tip of the brush, and it's better to keep building it up than just put one big blob and go all over your eye with it. Can you see? You start seeing the shape of it. But like I said, I'm not too bothered about what makeup I'm doing, because I will do separate video on eyeshadow another time. Okay, so this is my crease, like my template. Next thing, pencil brush. Pencil brush and MAC 219 is absolutely fine. I have a couple of these. I use this one for under my lower lash line. And you can use it also in that tiny space here for highlighting. Or you can use it for highlighting in a corner. So what I do with this one, as we have hooded eyes, I don't know how low to come with the shadow, so I use it under here to make a template. And I have to stretch my eye a bit because my skin is not very taut under here either. And there it goes. You can go over it later a bit more. So you need pencil brush, definitely. Now, brush to work on this corner. Remember, the smaller the better, because with our hooded eyes, we have to place our eyeshadow in strategic manner, and the smaller brush the better. So I use 2 for this purpose. This is my favorite. I have about 5 of those, and that's Real Techniques smudging brush. And this one, again, I cannot believe I've got so many brushes, and I chose all these from Kirkland. This one is from Kirkland, I think 2 years ago, and it's called Angled Eye Contour Brush. I haven't found a dupe. I looked on the internet and I thought I found one. I ordered it. It was 3 times as big. It has to be quite small. So if you just keep looking at it, small, angled, fluffy brush. You don't have to have it, but I find it quite useful. And if you know of any dupe of one like that, please let me know, because I would love to have some more. Why this one is so good? So if I'm going to work on my corner, go in a darker shade. I turn it like this. I put it to my eye like this and go up and there. Can you see? So this is the shape of the brush does most of the work. That's why I like it so much. So that gives me like this outline. Now with the Real Techniques smudge brush, I will go in a darker and I just pat it in that V. And if you didn't have the angled one, you can do it all with that one. Pat the eyeshadow in like a V, and that's your eyeshadow place. And now we go to blending. And you probably know my favorite in the world, holy grail blending brush is Royal&Langnickel Silk Pro Crease brush. Again, it's called Crease. You could probably do Crease with because it's so soft. If your shadow was very blendable and soft, you probably could still do Crease with that, but you would have to be, again, put it at 90 degrees and do it very slightly, so you're doing it just with the tip. But I love them for blending. You can use different ones. You can use the MAC 217 for blending, although I find it a bit too stiff, and as soon as the brush is stiff and you try to blend, the skin of your eye keeps moving around and it's not so good. That's why the soft brushes are so good for blending, because they are not moving your crepey skin, so you still getting nice smooth line. If I start going with something like this, you can see my skin is moving. But you can use that one for blend. You can try that. Another good one is, I don't know how to pronounce this, is Bdellium Tools 785. I will put all the brushes down the bottom so you don't have to worry. And from this Costco edition this year that I've just reviewed, this is very good one. It's called Tapered Eye Blending. So this one could be used for crease because it's tapered, but it's a bit, don't know how to explain, the way it's quite dense, therefore I find it better for blending, but you could use it for crease because it's got that shape. So remember, the crease brush has to be, it could be called blending, but it's tapered usually because you need to use just the tip of it, and can be a bit stiffer than the blending brush. So I'm going with my Royal&Langnickel and very lightly blend. Love it. Okay, and then you just keep going in with the same brushes, the ones that you work on in the corner. Keep adding the color and keep blending. I'm not going to do this makeup. It's not important. It's just not important the eyeshadow. I do a separate video for that. So, and the last brush is the eyeliner angled brush. And like I said, I don't use it for gel eyeliner or anything like that. I use it to make an eyeliner with eyeshadow. You could wet it if you want more, if you want your line to be darker, or use it dry. And I also use that one under here if I don't want my eyeshadow to go all over the place. So I will use it under here, and also to make a line, and that way you don't have to be very precise. So if you don't like the harsh dark black line, you can just do it with eyeshadow. I've just got loads of fallout. My fault for not tapping off the excess. Let me now just do my eyelashes and I come back to talk to you. Okay, so let me recap. First brush you will need is a flat all over shadow brush. Doesn't have to be any special make. It's not for precise work, it's just to apply all over shadow, the lightest shadow that you usually use. So that's the first one you need. Second one, the most important one, crease. And for crease, like I said, you can use, it has to be, some crease brushes will be called blending brushes and vice versa. As long as you choose for your crease one that is tapered. So there's the difference. They both could be called crease brushes, but I would never use this one for crease. I use this one for blending. So you need your crease brush to be a bit more pointy, tapered. Then you need pencil brush. Again, pencil brush, MAC 219 is perfect, and this is for using for your shadow here. You can highlight with it here and in the corner. Next brush is to work on your outer V, and the smaller the better. I use the brushes in a tapping motion, mostly in that corner, and then I blend it. For that purpose, Real Techniques smudging brush is perfect, and some sort of fluffy small angle brush. Then your blending brush, and I've already touched up on that. As you can see, if I hold all these brushes, they are very similar, some are more pointy, some are more fluffy that way, and they all can be called crease. Like for example, this one is called crease and this one is called crease, but as you can see they look different. I would use that for crease, but that is my blending brush. So for your blending brush you need something like that is fluffy. So you've got MAC 217, which to me is a bit too hard for blending. Then my very favorite, and I reach for that one every single time, is the Royal&Langnickel, and this is called crease brush, but as you can see I use it for blending. And also the Bdellium Tools 785. Love those brushes. So when it comes to crease and blending brushes, get a couple of each and you will get the feel which one is better for what, because they all can be called crease but have a bit different shape. And the last one is a angled eyeliner brush, which I use for precise eyeshadow application here and doing a line with eyeshadow. You can use them with gel liners and other stuff, but that's what I use this one for, especially if you are not confident with doing liquid eyeliners, gel eyeliners. This is brilliant to do your eyeshadow line with. You can wet it a bit so it's a bit darker. So that was it. Okay, that's it. I hope you found that helpful. Like I said, this is not, you don't have to follow these rules, you don't have to use exactly the same brushes. This is what I find works really well on my hooded eyes, and hopefully it will work for you. So thank you very much for watching. Next time I will do all about eyeshadow for hooded eyes, and I will go into more details where to place what eyeshadows. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy that, and I see you soon. Bye.